Yes, I found something that might be of interest to Hazel.
Does that mean we're going back to see the prince then?
Let's go, Sugarfangs.
Leisha. I'm all ears.
Everything went all right.
I knew I could count on you. Was Halsey a good girl?
Yes, as usual.
Good. Were you able to find anything interesting in Ms. Drury's apartments?
Yes, there was intel she had gathered on the guests, including those from the Hartford Chantry.
Anything about their regent, Deneb Osborne?
Yes, he seems to be obsessed with memory magic.
Interesting.
I gave everything to Delsin.
Thank you. I'll take a look at it later. Were you able to see or hear anything interesting?
Hilda was in her room. She was acting strangely.
What do you mean?
She was whispering things, talking to a picture of a mem.
Touching, but that's of no importance.
At Dijon's, I found a letter addressed to the Salem Chantry.
Did he betray me for the Warlocks?
I don't know. It just said that he's participating in your project, but that he would have preferred an agreement with Salem.
Oh, I understand his recent allusions a little better now. I'm going to need to have a word with him. Go on.
That's all I was able to find.
I knew I could count on you. Thank you, Leisha.
Richard still wasn't there. Were you able to find out anything else?
Yes, one of my servants just came back from his bar, the Red Salon. As that's where he does his research, I had hoped to find him there. But she confirmed that Dr. Dunham had gone to the party early with a few of his vessels. I'm sorry, Leisha.
No. If he had been destroyed, I would have felt it. I have to go find him.
You're the most discreet of all of us, it's true. But we have no idea what might have happened there. It could be dangerous.
I won't be alone. Halsey will be with me.
Of course. And one last thing. Dr. Dunham wasn't the only one there. There was also Miley, my child. Bring her back to me.
Yes, of course. We'll leave right away.
I wouldn't expect anything less of you. Thank you, Leisha. Come here. Thanks, You've brought me Journey. I knew I could count on you.
Jay is waiting in the antechamber. She's nervous. Tell Delsin to go easy on her.
We'll see about that.
Did you need me for anything else?
Not right now, but I will soon. I have one more favor to ask of you.
All right. I'll be waiting in the next room.
my prince. Delsin.
Bazori.
It seems that the Camarilla is in danger. I am at your disposal.
Your sense of duty is a... Credit to you, Caleb. You haven't lost your touch, I hope. The Code Red is linked to the Unification Party with the Chantry. No one there is answering anymore.
What about Hartford? Have you heard from them?
If those dogs had anything to do with what happened, I'll cut their throats myself.
Do you think they might be involved?
I don't know.
How many of us were there?
Probably a good 20, give or take. Dr. Dunham and our top spy, Jara Drory, were already there.
We might have lost 2 members of the Primogen.
It's too early to draw any conclusions.
Where do you want to start?
Can I count on you?
You have no reason to doubt me.
One by one, the Ancillai heed the beckoning and go east. You're the eldest in the city now. Don't do this to me. Not now. I would be very grateful to you. And Fang.
How may I be of service?
Go and see Caius, with Jara gone. He's in charge of security. He may have learned something.
You can count on me.
You have my absolute confidence, Caleb.
Mr. Underwood, I'm sorry, but my instructions are clear.
You little shit.
I'm just following orders.
You have no idea what's at stake. My most honored sire, you're wasting your time here.
I'd forgotten about your abject fawning.
I call it respect. It appears that it's something that sewer rats know nothing about. Apparently, Caius feels he's entitled to refuse to see a member of the Primogen. I won't forget it.
This isn't just a courtesy visit. You need him.
Oh, don't worry about me. I always manage on my own. Tell me, you haven't introduced me to your charming protege yet.
Zhu Feng.
Yes, Zhu Feng. A name that's as delectable as her blood, I'm sure. Ah, you're planning to introduce her to the very select club of Caleb Bazori's progeny, aren't you?
I hope that the prince will allow me to, shortly.
I hope so for your sake. Who knows? Our dear Hazel is so unpredictable. At any rate, it would be an honor for me to welcome and guide her.
You will speak of nothing with her at all.
Is that an order?
A word of advice.
Oh, pardon me. I fell out of the habit of receiving advice from you so long ago. Well, if you'll excuse me, I must end this ever-so-pleasant conversation. I need to find a way to avoid losing too much money.
This is a handwritten list. These names sound familiar.
Mr. Bazori, can I help you?
I need to see Caius.
He doesn't want anyone to bother him.
Prince's orders.
I see. He's holed up in the server room. You'll need a pass to get in. There's one on his desk.
Thank you.
Fuck. How long has it been since we... Mr. Leto is in the server room.
I don't really have time for this.
The prince wants this floor under surveillance. I'm carrying out orders.
If only Miss Jory were here. I need quiet.
Not a minute to waste.
Mr. Leto is very busy.
Caius's office. The key card must be in there.
Mr. Leto isn't in his office.
If I can do anything to help, let me know.
Please keep it down. I'm working on something important.
A list of ingredients and side effects.
I imagine she sent you. Finally, some good news on this shitty night.
What's the situation?
Not good. Not good at all.
The Prince needs more than that. I hope you've got it.
You want details?
Who sounded the alert?
A man named Wu. Ever heard of him? A retainer, one of Jason Moore's bodyguards.
Moore? The asset manager? What was he doing at the unification party?
He was supposed to answer technical questions about the financial viability of the agreement. Moore is good at hiding our kind trafficking. He's one of them, after all.
And you're the one who received the Code Red, personally.
It arrived directly, here. It's authentic. I verified it.
Tell me what happened.
Everything was going as planned until 11:10 p.m. The Prince's child, Miss Sellers, contacted me. The Hartford Warlocks had just arrived. That's the last time we heard from any of them. Less than 20 minutes later, we received the Code Red, just as we were leaving to join them.
Anything that could be of interest to the Prince?
I'm working on it. Jara Drury is the expert, not me. If only she was here.
Any word from Hartford?
Do you think it's them?
It would be ill-fated.
I knew we should never have trusted those damn Warlocks.
Any sign of Jara?
Nothing at all. And that's not good. According to the protocol, she should have been there early. If they got hit, she would have been first in line.
Any movement with the Anarchs?
As usual, they're keeping their distance. You know it's always a pain in the ass to locate them. There's one thing we haven't considered. The Crimson Oaks.
They were behind the Quincy Market attack, weren't they?
I don't have any proof. We just caught a thin blood who wanted to trap the Prince, and who told us about them. Apparently they're new in town, but Miss Drury thinks he's giving us the runaround.
Did you look into it?
I tried, but I didn't have the resources to discover anything else.
Leave no stone unturned.
Hello? You. It's about damn time. Shit. What? You're... Hello? Damn it! I lost them.
Who was it?
Whoa. Shit. Now it's just ringing.
What did he say?
The party was indeed attacked. Apparently it was a real bloodbath. He and James had just enough time to get more out. They're stopping by his place to pick up some sensitive documents.
And then what? Are they coming here?
I don't know. We got cut off.
Call him back. I'll inform Hazel.
This is a critical moment for us. I have summoned you here tonight to organize our reaction to an imminent threat.
What threat exactly? We've got no reason yet to
Call
think—
her off again and I'll slit your throat.
Oh! Excuse me!
Careful, Hazel.
How dare you speak to me like that?
Enough! I command you to be silent and listen to me.
Oh, so that's how it is.
That's enough, Beryl.
Yes, it's come to this. You would do well to listen to your sire. We have just been attacked. This is not a time for childish displays of discontent. Caleb, the Code Red was sent by Wu. Go to Moore's and find out what's going on.
As you wish.
And bring Moore back to me. He was supposed to be at the party. I don't understand why he's the only one who was able to call us. I would like to speak to him very much.
Consider it done.
I trust you. He might be involved in this. So gather any documents you can find there that could tie us to him.
Very well.
Delsin, see if you can get Caius to find us a new middleman in the Kane business to manage our interests. I don't want to take any chances. Then, I want you to talk to everyone. Somebody must have seen or heard something. Dajan, make sure all our defenses are in place.
Yes, Hazel.
You will go to the old Jefferson Library.
What's there?
That's where the Hartford Chantry calls home here. I gave them the building so they could have a base in Boston.
I demand to take her place.
Request denied.
What game are you playing, Hazel? It's a suicide mission.
It's all right. I got this. I'm not made of sugar.
She's not ready for this kind of mission. I should go with her, at the very least.
No. You will remain here. Mem goes alone.
Why don't you send Dajan instead?
Enough, Hilda. Dajan has work to do elsewhere, and I don't need to explain myself.
Hazel, if anything happens to her, I'll...
Nothing, Hilda. You'll do nothing. It's high time you learned to trust her.
Which one of us are you planning to send to the party?
She's already left.
What? Who?
I sent Leisha.
Are you serious? A few hours ago, she was snoozing behind locked doors in a psych ward.
You're playing a dangerous game, Hazel. Without us, you would never have come into power.
You've chosen the worst possible moment to turn your back on us.
On the contrary, I find this moment very appropriate. I am the Prince of Boston, and you are the Primogen. I owe you nothing. Delsin, escort them out. The session is adjourned. You all have your instructions.
Vacation, huh? Nev's gonna take care of you. You're all gonna pay for what you've done. Nothing you'll remember.
No! Don't leave.
What the hell is going on? Prison? What am I doing here? I have to get out of here. Oh, shit! I'm so hungry. Ugh, it's gross. But it'll have to do for now. I won't stay here that long. I won't stay here that long. Now what? What was that? What the hell? What is this place? The library. I've been here before. So, all dead, or they forgot about the welcoming committee. It's me.
I don't get
Where
it.
did they disappear to?
Is this a memory?
It's stuck. I've got to... What was I looking for again? Change shoes. Hello? Anybody here? Hazel and her damn plans. Hazel. She wanted me to talk to the Warlocks. Osborn is here. I have to find him. What's that doing here?
You shouldn't have come here!
What the hell? The Warlocks attacked me. They're the ones who locked me up here. But why? I really gotta get out of here. Osborn's gonna have some explaining to do. coin. What's that doing here? I won't stay here that long. What happened to you, Josh? What is this place? Everything is a blur. Ugh, it's stuck. Come on, Amem. You can do it, girl. That's impressive. This tower is incredible. It's like it's from another time. I've never seen anything like it. Three circles, just like the platform. I should be able to do something with that. Something moved. Again. worked. Oh, come on. There's more. Hope that's the last one. Let the prince speak.
MM. My dear MM. I thought I had made myself clear.
Me too. I told you there would be consequences.
Destroying one of my closest advisors. What did you expect?
Do what you gotta do.
I see. MM Lewis, you are charged with the murder of Sir Pro Bono, Prince of Gloucester and Knight of my house. How do you plead?
Guilty.
Silence!
How could you dare attack one of my knights?
He had it coming.
If that's your defense. Hilda! Come here.
My prince.
Hilda McAndrews. Were you aware that your child was conspiring to assassinate one of my generals?
No, I was unaware of that. But I'm sure that she regrets her actions.
What? No!
This entire incident has shaken her to the core. She wasn't herself. I know nothing can make up for what she did, but I assure you it won't happen again. You have my word.
How nice. I'm sorry, but I cannot allow such a brazen act of rebellion to go unpunished. But I have heard your plea. MM's unlife will be spared.
You're too kind.
But you will pay for it.
Excuse me?
Gentlemen, seize her.
What?
And Brad.
No!
Hilda McAndrews.
Let her go!
For the insubordination of your
I'm the
child.
one who destroyed her!
I hereby sentence you to forever bear the mark of her crime.
You can't! It was me!
I remember my rage and my horror when they grabbed Hilda. Why would I have done that? Try and remember, damn it.
What they did. How could I have forgotten that? Is that the exit? I did it! Ah! Ugh. Ugh. My head.
What the? Shit! Clyde, get Deneb. She got out!
What? How on earth could she?
No time for that. Go get him!
Out. I'm out?
Ugh, who cares about Deneb? Do you think Iverson gave a shit when she offed all our guys?
Huh? Wait, Iverson, are you talking about the party? It wasn't us.
And now she's awake. Great.
What do you mean it wasn't you?
Don't fall for her act. She came here to destroy us. Don't forget it.
What are they talking about? I'm not here to... We thought you were behind the attack. We...
Just can it? You can stop the little dance routine already? It's not gonna work on us. So spit it out. Why did your bitch of a prince betray us?
She didn't. This is so backwards.
You're gonna pay for her treachery. You get that? None of you are going to get away with this.
That's enough.
But Deneb.
I said enough. Miss Lewis, I presume.
Osborn. At last.
Well, you certainly are resourceful. Few people are able to escape from memory traps without assistance. Though I doubt you were able to escape with your memory unscathed.
What are you trying to tell me?
I do hope for your sake that you have recovered all of your memories. Otherwise, they're gone. The process is more or less irreversible.
You've got to be joking.
I'm afraid not. Let's put the matter behind us. Now that you're here and conscious, we'll be able to talk.
Why did you lock me up?
You represented a threat.
A threat? I just wanted to talk to you.
And why, pray tell? To explain the reasons for your prince's betrayal?
The prince is on edge. She thought you might have been behind the attack.
But seeing your reaction, I'm guessing you're not.
You're putting me in a somewhat awkward position. I would like to take you at your word, but that would mean putting what's left of my men in danger. If you're telling the truth, you're going to have to prove it.
Honestly, if I wanted to finish the job, do you seriously think I would have come all by myself?
Point well taken. Go on. I'm listening.
You have to believe me. We're not responsible for the attack at the party.
The prince will be relieved to know that you're all safe and sound.
If only that much were true. Many of our brethren were in attendance at that accursed reception.
You need a reason for my presence. The prince is worried about you. That's why I've been sent. To make sure you're safe.
Very well, my dear. I would like to believe that you're not here to finish the job, as they say. However, the idea that your prince sent you to help us? Iverson may be many things, but she is most certainly not sentimental.
You're right. That isn't the only reason I was sent.
Just why are you here, then?
For our alliance.
I know these times are tough, but the prince wants to make sure our agreement still stands.
What agreement?
What do you mean, what agreement? The union you were supposed to celebrate at the party.
Be more specific. What were the particulars?
I'm not sure I understand. You know exactly what it was about. Why are you asking me?
I want to know if I can trust you. Or if you're trying to pull one over on me with your eloquence. So please continue.
With all due respect, Mr. Osborn, I'm a little too old for pop quizzes. We both know the broad terms of the Alliance. I wouldn't be here if that wasn't the case.
Can we just get down to business?
What attitude? Fine. You're right. We've wasted enough time already. Let the negotiations begin.
What negotiations?
Look around you. This room used to be teeming with devoted kindred. We lost 3/4 of our people. Hartford has taken serious risks. In all regards, risks that are not on par with your prince's commitments. We demand compensation.
I see.
You seem to know the terms of the Alliance like the back of your hand. You're more than qualified to participate in these negotiations.
With all due respect, I don't think...
Enough small talk. What is your prince willing to give us to salvage this alliance and right the wrongs that she's caused us?
What if the prince gave you a slice of her city?
That would depend on the neighborhood.
Hey, ma'am, girl, where are you going with this? Whichever one you want.
Downtown?
Within reason.
All right. How about Charlestown?
Why not?
Very well. We have a deal. I'll contact our headquarters in Hartford to iron out the details.
Fantastic. Hazel's gonna kill me.
Well then, it looks like we have ourselves an agreement. Hartford will remain under Boston's umbrella for now. Iverson will still have to answer for the party. What happened was unacceptable. I will not turn a blind eye.
I understand.
That being said, I applaud your demeanor. The situation wasn't exactly to your advantage.
Thank you, sir.
Very well. I'll contact your prince in the next few days. I think we're done here, unless there's anything else you wanted to talk to me about.
I would like to ask you a few questions. If you have a minute, of course.
Of course.
Seems like your business has been turning for quite some time. Am I right?
Indeed, you're not mistaken. Warlocks have always had a special talent for getting the most out of blood. Call it our trademark. There's always been trafficking, but what your prince is proposing goes much further. Combining Dr. Dunham's expertise with the skills of the Tremere clan. The result would be...
enormous.
Precisely.
I bumped into a few people during my detention. Humans.
Yes.
Who are they? What are they doing here?
They're the forgotten, the invisible. People who live on the streets. Junkies. Squatters. They wander in here by choice or ill fortune. Well, we do need blood, like everyone else.
You have any rivals in the blood business?
Yes, there are a few. Malkavian Spawn in particular. They had the market cornered for a good amount of time, especially in Gwendon King's day. Even though I don't approve of their methods, I must admit that they excel in their art. There are few capable of producing blood so pure.
You mentioned my memory fragments earlier.
Yes.
Am I the only victim to suffer the effects of your magic?
No, far from it. Anyone who enters the prison is affected.
Including you?
Of course, but we have rituals to counteract its effects.
You led me to believe that the loss of them was permanent?
Not necessarily. Memory impairment is a side effect of the dimension. How permanent the condition is varies from one person to the next.
That's the kind of thing I wish I'd known going into this.
I can only imagine. But as I told you, you may not have anything to worry about. With any luck, it should all come back to you in time. At least, if it comforts you, I truly hope so.
I don't get it. Why do you target memories? You could have just built a bunch of high-security cells.
Believe me, all cells can be breached, even the strongest ones. But if you rob prisoners of their memories, they lose their very desire to escape.
In theory.
In theory.
No, I'm good.
Very well. You'd best be running along back to your prince. I'm sure she's eager to hear your report.
That she certainly is.
Very well, Miss Lewis. Mr. Moses, would you please escort MM out? It would be a shame if she were to get lost again. As for the rest of you, it seems we need to start packing our things. Next stop, Charlestown.
Mom, have you ever been here before?
No, this place is a rental pumpkin. It was just for the party.
Oh. Do you know what happened?
No. That's what we are here to find out. But we have to be very careful. Do you remember our rules for when we go out?
Yes. I become invisible and don't touch anything.
That's a big girl attitude. You can walk around as long as you don't stray too far.
And if there's any sign of trouble, I wait for you outside?
That's it. We make a great team, Sweet Fangs. The police are here. Shit. That's a bad sign. Remember what we said. No wandering off.
Yes, Mom. I'm a big girl.
Okay, then. Where are you, Richard?
Stop! You can't come through here!
Hi, I live in the building and I was told to come give a statement.
You need to go down to the precinct to give your statement, ma'am. Only law enforcement is allowed here.
Oh, I hadn't understood that. Thank you.
Have a pleasant evening.
There's There's no way I'm gonna get access if I'm not one of them. Great. Now I just need to find a secluded spot.
This isn't rocket science. Keep it simple.
I'll update the guys. You're taking over the investigation.
You shouldn't be out, and especially not here.
Move along, please.
Exactly. Do you have any idea what happened? It's gotta be some kind of cult, right?
At the moment, we're more inclined to think it's a terrorist organization.
Again? The fuckers. Don't worry.
What I would give to work the day shift.
Body bags. What could that mean? Casings everywhere. All of them large caliber.
We could be helping instead of being stuck here.
This should do the trick.
Sorry, but we got a full house. Officers tripping over each other already.
Only forensics is allowed in the crime scene.
And the feds, of course.
No sweat. It was just in case you needed help. I should find a uniform I can use to get in.
I'll still go and relieve a colleague later.
Yeah, we're all gonna need breaks and breathers.
I've never seen anything.
I've had to exhume a few old bodies over the years, but I never thought I'd stumble across a cemetery full of them in an apartment downtown.
Richard, he sensed me. He's here. But something's wrong.
Good evening, officer.
Gentlemen. I just got here. Can you fill me in?
I've never seen anything like it. It's a real bloodbath in there.
Do we know what happened?
Captain Paulson thinks it looks like some kind of goddamn cult. But I've heard the feds talking about terrorists.
The feds are here already?
They showed up the minute we got here. We didn't even get a chance to see everything.
How'd they get here so fast?
They know who did it, obviously.
What do we know about all these bodies?
Those are the ones we can take down already. The ones that were stabbed in the chest need to be put in crates and moved to the balcony. The feds will process them. We are not allowed to touch them.
Stabbed how?
Looks like some kind of sacrifice. They all got stabbed in the heart, it looks like. But if you want to make yourself useful, go see Paulson.
Where is he?
You just missed him. He just went into the living room.
Do you really think it's terrorists?
It's weird, but hey, it could be. There are guys who are burned to a crisp, dismembered, beaten to a pulp. With those guys, you can expect anything these days.
Okay, thanks. I'm gonna take a look around. Body bags. What could that mean?
I'm busy.
Ugh! There's so much blood.
I sense you're losing control.
It's all this blood. I need to focus.
Mom? Are you feeling all right?
Yes. Don't worry about me, Pumpkin.
Mom, wait, please? I'm going to be sick. All this blood, it feels so strong.
Oh, crap. She feels as bad as I do.
I want to leave, Mom. I'm scared.
I don't like it either, Sugar Fangs. But your mother has a job to do. You understand?
If you're scared too, then why don't we just leave?
Because Hazel asked me to do this.
I like Hazel. She lets me come with you. But there are too many people here. And they're all torn and broken.
We have no choice.
Can't you feel all that blood everywhere? Are we going to be hungry like this the whole time?
We'll figure something out. Say, I was thinking, we haven't played a game together in ages.
I know. I miss our games.
Why don't you think up a riddle for Mom to solve?
Okay.
Hunger like that. Not now. Not here. vessel with more holes in him than a junkie. We're off to a good start. Blood. Kinds were killed here.
All right, guys. Listen up. The feds are taking over the investigation. So don't touch a thing. Put all the stiffs with stakes through their hearts out on the balcony. They'll take care of it. All right, go. You know what you have to do.
Shit. I have to find Richard, and fast.
All said and done, it's probably better that the feds are handling this case. They have more resources to solve it.
Yeah. Balcony.
A glass of wine with traces of cherry-flavored lip gloss. Blood. Donors were killed here. And not just one. R.D. Richard Dunham. It's one of his old briefcases. I recognize it. A cassette tape. Who would use a thing like that, other than Richard? A floppy disk. Another relic. What could be on it? It could be important. Hey, Central Dispatch sent me over to help.
Captain Paulson, but you can call me Chief.
Sure thing, Chief.
Right. You heard the orders? Everything we find at the scene needs to be shown to the feds.
Got it, Chief.
And the balcony is off limits.
But you don't seem too thrilled about that? Am I wrong?
Is it so obvious, officer? It's the first time in my entire career, and 30 years is a long time, that I feel like we're babysitting a crime scene.
Babysitting?
We've been ordered to secure the premises, lend our experts, and not ask any questions.
So, what do we know so far?
Lots of Vicks. It has all the makings of a drug deal gone bad.
He's not buying it. But you have your doubts?
I do. There's too many things that don't add up.
Like what, Chief?
Bodies in accelerated decomposition. Even some skeletal remains.
Shit. Kindred were destroyed.
My hunch is that the feds are investigating a cult. But it's none of our business.
But why can't we go outside?
The feds got here first. It's their rodeo. They secured that area to store whatever they decide to collect.
To get here that fast, they must have known.
What they'd find Exactly. Good point, officer. Usually, they show up after us if it's a new case, right? Because we're the ones who call them.
But that wasn't the case this time.
Not at all. They even seemed annoyed to see us show up. But then they must have thought it's nice to have help processing the scene and collecting evidence.
Oh, all right. Thanks for walking me through it, Chief.
You report it to them if you find anything suspicious, okay? I don't need their kind of trouble.
There's so much evidence to collect.
We'll be here for a while. Only federal operatives and their assets are allowed in this area. Sorry.
Sorry, but I'm busy.
There's a note. I wonder what surprise Jara had in store for him. Pamiko's business card. Boston's Queen of Ropes.
I hope we'll be done here soon.
There are lots of Vicks.
Follow me. It will take a minute.
Right away.
Donors were killed here. And not just one.
And of course, I'm the one who's got to start collecting
Looks like it was made by a shotgun blast. And we're not talking 12 gauge, but something bigger. Someone wanted to make sure there would be no survivors. Traces of cocaine. I guess it was that kind of party. LR3. There was a container here earlier.
Go. Give your colleagues a hand.
There's been wine in this glass. And there's a trace of lipstick. Cherry lip gloss? Yuck. Same scent as on the glass in the lounge. There's been wine in this glass. And there's a trace of lipstick. Cherry lip gloss? Yuck.
Only federal authorities and their assets are allowed in this area. Sorry.
So? Nothing. A photocopier and some office supplies.
No corpses anywhere?
No.
It's the only room without a body. But it sure smells like death.
An illusion to conceal the door. Wow. What the hell happened here? SAD. They even gave themselves a name. He's dead. With gear like that, he's gotta be one of the men who hit us. There's been blood in this glass. I never understood wasting vessels like that. That sounds like Richard. Preparing vessels with injections. A donor shot full of lead. She's wearing a Red Salon vessel's uniform. I remember now. She's been completely drained. Even dead, I feel a righteous rage. Only Richard's work on donors makes that possible. Even dead, I feel a righteous rage. Only Richard's work on donors makes that possible. That sounds like Richard. Preparing vessels with injections. Now what are you up to, Sugarfangs?
Oh no! You found my hiding place!
Good job. Don't look around. Oh shit.
Help me. Mom? Is somebody there?
Stay where you are, honey.
Leisha, help me.
That's Richard's servant. Natasha, keep your voice down. There are still people here. Shit. You don't look so good. Did you see what went down here?
I was in the living room. There was a wall of fire on the balcony.
With flamethrowers from the roof.
They blew out all the walls. It came from all sides. They know who we are. They were shouting out numbers, checking off a list.
Were they looking for us?
Yes, they were. They know how to identify us.
What did they do to you?
We hid in here. I was with a vessel that Richard had prepared for the evening. Carmen. I was able to conceal the door behind us, but it was too late for Carmen. We were followed. But I got that son of a bitch.
Do you know where Richard was?
In a big bedroom.
Miley, have you seen her?
She was... yeah. Went out to smoke. I...
Take it slowly. Listen, the police and the feds are still here. Just hang in there until they leave and...
Too late. It's too late.
Richard will be proud of you.
Mom?
Yes, Pumpkin. It's all right. Oh, it's worse than I thought. But Hazel will be able to get us out of here.
I won't touch a thing. Cross my heart.
There's even blood in the glasses. I think forensics might need some help. What kind of sicko would do that?
reinforced container that locks from the outside. Not commonly used to store mortal bodies. A reinforced container that locks from the outside. Not commonly used to store mortal bodies. You alright, Pumpkin?
Yes, I'm trying to be good. How am I doing?
You're being wonderfully good. Kindred were toasting here. Blood.
Go. Give your colleagues a hand.
Come with me over there.
All right.
A glass of wine with traces of cherry-flavored lip gloss. A glass of wine with traces of cherry-flavored lip gloss.
They must have emptied their magazines.
That sounds like Richard. Preparing vessels with injections. It's the effects of the drugs that Richard gives them to enhance their flavor. Retracted pupils, even though she's dead. She's been completely drained. A glass that had blood in it. A glass of wine with traces of cherry-flavored lip gloss. A glass of wine with traces of cherry-flavored lip gloss.
This investigation is going to
Only federal operatives and their assets are allowed in this area. Sorry.
There's been wine in this glass. And there's a trace of lipstick. Cherry lip gloss? Yuck.
Only federal operatives and their assets are allowed in this area. Sorry. federal operatives and their assets are allowed in this area. Sorry. Only federal operatives and their assets are allowed in this area. Sorry.
Ballistics should be here soon. They're gonna run out of room at the morgue, that's for sure.
Sorry, only forensics can go in there.
What's going on? I can sense your hunger. What's going on?
Shit. It's starting again.
Mom, are you okay? Do you feel weird too?
We've already had that talk, Halsey, my love. Don't look at it. So, have you come up with another riddle for me?
Yes, I've got one.
I'm listening. It's not too hard, is it?
No. Riddle me this. I fear the sun more than anything, and the mortals have been fighting me since forever. If they catch me, they keep me in a box. Who am I?
Mom already found that one.
And gave you the right answer.
That's not how you play Riddle Me This. You have to figure it out by yourself. Too bad, because it was an easy one. It's the cold.
Oh, of course. Silly me.
It's the cold. It's kept in the fridge, and the vessels don't like it. That's a pretty good one, don't you think?
Oh, wow. You were so right. I was way off. Halsey scores 1 more point.
And 0 for Mom.
But I haven't said my last word. I'm not giving up.
Are you feeling funny too? Are you hungry?
I'm almost done, okay? Let's just keep playing. Ugh, the hunger. It's too strong. Damn it!
Can someone come and bag a briefcase in the kitchen?
A briefcase? Shit out of luck. I'm out of large-size evidence bags. We got backup on the way. They'll have some.
What do we have here?
Tons of evidence. Do you know if the team from Forensics LPU has shown up yet?
No, I don't.
I need them to process the briefcase I found. And the invoice that was with it.
An invoice?
Yeah, for some glass tubes. Address to some warehouse over on Sellers Street.
Shit. There's a red salon in that district. We've got to hand it all over to the feds. I can do it.
I already gave them the address. They'll probably send a team to investigate when they're done here.
I've got to warn Hazel.
You can't come through here. Sorry. I haven't finished collecting evidence.
Pinot Noir. I think I used to like this wine. A vessel. Dead. A bracelet. No, that's a broken handcuff.
So little food for so many people.
It's unbelievable how much stuff there's still left to collect.
Blood sprayed everywhere.
Follow me. It will take a minute.
Of course.
I'll join you out on the balcony. Don't cry.
Hazel's gonna kill me.
An idiot. These vessels can't hold their liquor. They've gone from giddy to drunk in less than an hour.
Hazel's gonna kill me. She lent it to me for the party.
Wait, try using soap. It's better than nothing. I'm covered too.
It won't come off.
Miley, don't cry. I'll ask one of my servants to take care of it, alright?
Okay, thanks. I'm going to go finish my cigar outside. I'm too nervous.
Good idea. If that will help you relax, I'll join you out on the balcony.
Miley, I'm on the right track.
Go on. Our hands on deck.
Lisa. What's happening? What's happening to you?
Mom.
Yes?
Come on, please.
Please don't touch anything.
Where are you taking me, Pumpkin?
I told you I'd be a big girl, but it's really hard. I really don't feel good. Not even a tiny bit. It's all this blood.
Me either, Pumpkin. It's not easy. Let's take a little time out then. Weren't you supposed to be coming up with a riddle for me?
Oh yeah, I forgot.
I'm ready. I'm listening.
Okay, but it's the last one, alright?
Cross my heart, Pumpkin.
So, riddle me this. If the child of Hazel Iverson is the sire of my child, who am I to Hazel Iverson?
If you embrace Hazel Iverson's child, you'd create a blood bond with that kindred and...
But Mom, you know you can't embrace the kindred. If you could, then you'd have lots of sires.
That's right. Your riddles are tough, Pumpkin. Now tell me already.
Easy peasy. The sire of my child can only be me.
Of course. I get it now.
And so, if Hazel Iverson is my sire, then I am her child.
I would have never figured it out.
I'm all out of ideas, Mom. There's too much blood everywhere.
Yes, I know.
And also, I mean, Mom, I don't want to see Richard.
You can stay outside if you want. I'll hurry up.
I guess.
We've gotta hang in there. I don't want to disappoint Hazel. Come on. I have to find Richard.
Hey there. Perfect timing. You the explosives expert I called in for? Good luck with that. I've no clue as to what went down here, but bullets were on the menu. Shots fired in all directions. And it looks like your basic 9mm is no longer in style. See for yourself. Some of the impacts left holes as big as my fist. Let me brief you on the zone we're clearing now. We've got a stiff in the room on the right. Looks like he died from blunt force trauma. Anyway, we've got orders to pack them up as is for the feds. Don't bother with the report. They're taking care of everything. In the room on the left, there's a corpse we need to analyze. But I'm warning you, it's a real mess. The people who did this are crazy. It's all priority, just check the boxes.
Shit. Richard. They sure did a number on you.
They're here. They found us. Before I knew it hit me, I had a stake in my heart. I've never seen anything like it. These mortals aren't afraid of us.
Shh, gentle.
You shouldn't be here. You should be at the Institute.
Calm down. What happened here?
The mortals who are here, it's the Second Inquisition.
What makes you say that? Are you sure?
Yes, there's even a man of the cloth in charge of them. Monsignor Stanford. They mowed us down like so many blades of grass. All of us.
So, they found us.
We have to go warn the others.
Wait. There might still be kindred here. We can't leave them behind.
This is insane. It's irresponsible.
The prince asked me to find Miley. But I need your help.
Miley? Well, now I understand. The prince had you released against my orders, and she sent you here. And you'd rather obey her? She's using you. There's no way I'll help. Ask her for help since you're here for her.
Prince sent me to find out what happened. It was an order. And you don't refuse the Prince's orders, you know?
You're in the middle of treatment and she just releases you?
But that's not...
Against my orders? She shouldn't have done that. It's obvious that Hazel is manipulating you.
She cares about me. I don't see why it's an issue.
Does she care about you? Or about your premonitions?
That argument doesn't hold water. Hazel's not the first person to take an interest in our gifts. Princes have always sought glimpses of tomorrow to better rule their domains. Take Quentin King, for example.
Yes, I know. She wants to separate you from me, I'm sure of it. What has she been telling you about me?
Mom, you're not going to tell him about me, right? He never wants us to be together.
She believes that Halsey should be under my care.
Proof of point.
And that I alone should decide what's best for her.
Don't tell me. She's here with you.
Of course she's with me. I couldn't just leave her.
Oh, this is just getting better and better. Aren't you ever gonna heed my advice?
I have to finish up here.
To look for Miley, I heard. Do you want to end up like all the others? Shredded to bits on the balcony?
Don't take it that way.
Then all is well. I'll leave you to it. I'm going to have a word with Iverson.
Wait. I have to tell you something. They have the address of the Red Salon on Cellar Street.
So, there's going to be a second attack. And I advise you to watch your step.
I can find Miley without him. And Hazel will congratulate us. Kindred were toasting here. A stake. There's no doubt about it. This is for us.
Sorry. Only special agents are allowed in this area. Watch where you're putting.
Ah, finally, the cavalry. Thanks for coming.
It's a good turn if I can take a look around here alone to myself.
I'm just getting started. Well, actually, it has been an hour already. There's just so much evidence to collect. It's not like this is my first crime scene, you know? But none of this adds up. It's the kind of case you take home with you. Go figure. What's with all these bodies in various states of decay? This shit is gonna give me nightmares you can't wake up from. And the feds are telling us not to ask any questions. Never met a talkative fed. And they graphed them poker faces at Quantico. But I can tell you one thing. They got here fast. Quicker than the blowflies. They took one look at the carnage and acted like it was just another day at the office. Examine the spatter trajectories. Get us enough data to calculate spray velocity. We'll need it. I'll keep collecting samples of blood and body fluids. Not a room is spared.
It's the reference of the container that was here. Looks like someone's missing an arm. Torn off. Oh, Jara could have done that. Some sort of whip, with blood on it. Wet clothes. There should be a body here. There's a coat on the ground. A vial of some sort of chemical. Fibrinogenodine BB. Sunrise Group, London. That vial must have been screwed onto something. It's the reference of the container that was here. It must have been screwed onto an injection gun. And the Fibrogen. That's an improved coagulant. I've heard that if it's used on one of our kind, it can keep us from regenerating. Or even using our powers. A real nasty concoction. That's a knife wound. Bringing a knife to a gunfight? This one's missing fingers. Took him for dead. He's barely breathing.
This attack was prepared.
7 years of bad luck.
The goal. Remember our goal. Evening.
Here we go. I wonder what's hiding here.
Sorry, I don't have the time.
Someone snipped a cigar here. Ugh, this thing reeks. Whoever smoked it must have left a trail of stink behind them. Organs. Are they cutting us up into pieces? A reinforced container that locks from the outside. Not commonly used to store mortal bodies. A glass that had blood in it.
What a catch for a single operation. Watch where you're putting it.
Stanford was right. We brought down some...
Don't touch those papers.
Shit. There are names on these files. I'd better get him out of here so I can take a look.
Don't bother with that. Those are Stanford's files.
It brings paperwork on a job like this?
Yes. So his novice can record whether they were captured or exterminated.
Oh, if they have intel on us, I have to find out what they know. His novice is busy, and...
Agent Olson's got a lot to do. But he's handling it himself.
I needed to see him anyway. I'll just take them to him.
Don't bother. He'll pick them up on the way to see Stanford.
Go put away what's on the table.
Okay.
Finally. Now I can take a look at those files. Targets. I think that's Dijon's child. Oh! Miley! They haven't taken her yet. Jara, already evacuated. She's on the council, I think. More boxes.
What a massacre.
Got any room left in there?
Taking forever.
I don't need any help. Thanks.
had to get their weapons from somewhere.
Hey, you! Come give me a hand. We have specimens to move.
Here are the containers Richard told me about.
Which one do you want to take down?
I'm taking this one. You get that down?
Yep, got it.
Let's go, Sugarfangs. Quick steps.
Is everything okay, Mom?
Yes, Pumpkin. Come on. See you later. I hope it's Miley.
Nice badge.
Keep an eye on the elevator. I'm gonna go wait for forensics.
Okay. Let me know when they get here.
Excuse me.
Message from the sheriff. Prince asked more for 5 reports. If I can't bring back their author, I must bring back the reports at least. I'll know them when I see them. That's not a good sign. Special Agent Smith.
The FBI! Finally, some backup. Lieutenant's expecting you. Straight ahead. Watch out for the bloodstains. Forensics hasn't been through here yet.
Got it. The victim lost a lot of blood.
I'll finish here and then I'm on my way. Free. You're gonna be okay.
Lieutenant Anderson, I'm in charge of the investigation.
Special Agent Smith, FBI.
Really? Smith? Is that some kind of joke?
No, why?
Let it go. Never mind. I'll give you the DL. We got a call from the caretaker around 2:15. He told us that one of his residents was brought in with an injury carried by his bodyguards. We sent a squad car that got here around 2:45.
Is the caretaker still here?
He's in the living room, but I don't think you'll be able to get anything useful out of him. Poor guy's in shock.
Who was the first person on the scene?
That would be Baker. He's somewhere around here. It shouldn't be hard to find him.
Okay, then what?
When they stepped inside, The guys came face to face with that.
Do we know who the victim is?
Yeah, he had his ID on him. It's the owner, a guy named Jason Moore. I don't know who this guy pissed off, but things didn't work out too well for him.
Did you secure all the exits and entrances to the building?
Yes, we've got men on the ground floor and in the parking garage.
How do you get to the parking garage?
You'll have to ask the caretaker. He's the one who took my men down there.